Hey guys, what is up? Mike here, Laker Talk. Happy Friday to you. Lakers don't play until Sunday. Didn't play last night, so not a lot to talk about. We've been talking about Kuzma and Julius Randle and things like that on Twitter. I want to touch on Randle, just get my thoughts really quick on what's going on with Julius Randle and my side of things, so that anybody watch my videos know my take on Julius Randle. The thing is, Julius Randle, there's the Lakers dilemma that's going on with Julius Randle. The problem is, and it trips people out because Julius Randle is actually a decent NBA player at the 4 position. The problem is he's above average, where in order to keep him, you're going to have to invest a lot of money in him and invest a lot in him in terms of being a focal point of your offense. Like, in my opinion, so that's the dilemma there. So basically, in my opinion, Julius Randle would be excellent, in my opinion, at like $10 million a year on a 4-year deal. So, you know, like a $44 million deal, the same type of deal that Jordan Clarkson received. But there is no way Julius Randle is going to get that in this market. He's going to be getting like in the $75 million range or whatnot, you know, $17 million a year, you know, around that. There's no way that I, as a Laker GM or whatever, would invest that in Julius Randle, because you're thinking, what, 3, 4? No. And the reason why is because, well, we'll get to that, but Julius Randle would be ideal at around $10, $11 million a year on a 3-year deal, something like that, 3 to 4 year deal, coming off the bench. And that's the thing, is he has great energy, can rebound extremely well, is a dog, can battle down low, like can fight for things or whatever. But you want to have him on a short leash where you pull him really quick before he screws things up. You can't rely on Julius Randle to run the ball through him, to have this high basketball IQ, to really effectively run your offense, pass the ball at the high post, get other people involved, be patient, see the floor and things like that. That's what you want in starters. That's what you see, like Denver, they got Jokic, even I forgot, thinking the 4 that Denver just picked up. They used to play for Utah, used to play for Atlanta. I'm drawing a blank, but you know what I'm talking about. 4s like that, where they're not a ball stopper, they're not looking to score every single time. We actually need a 4 like that long term, like a longer contract, to actually play well as a team. Julius Randle is not that player, and so it would be hard for the Lakers. So when we say Julius is trash, obviously Julius is not trash. He's trash in that sense, in a sense that when we say Julius is a knucklehead, like he screwed up again, it's almost like you don't mind that off the bench. Or if somebody brought in, you know, had to come off the bench and brought some energy, it's fine. It's just enough to give the starter, whoever your starter is, a breather. And then you get your starter back in there. And so that's the thing about Julius. The question is, when will that time come? Will the Lakers, will Luke Walton ever put Julius on the bench and make Julius an actual bench player? I don't know. We need to do that at some point. The problem is we don't have a 4 to start in front of Julius. I don't think Kuzma is actually a real 4. If we put Kuzma starting over Julius, we're gonna be hurt on the rebounding end. I think Kuzma is more of like a wing type of player. He's a 3, but we need to get Kuzma on the floor with big minutes, 30, someone said 30 plus minutes. Of course, you gotta get Kuzma on the floor and with BI. The question is, if he takes Julius Randle's spot, now we're missing out on the rebounding end, and we know Lopez is like a stretch 5. He's not a good rebounder. So that's the dilemma there. But the point here is, I think the Lakers really need the dilemma is to invest in Julius long term, and I don't think it's going to happen. It has nothing to do with Julius being a bad player. It's just that based on those things, the fact that you got to invest big dollars in Julius. You got to put him on the floor in terms of like a starting position. And is that the guy you're going to ride with? Is that the guy you're going to trust running the ball at points, at many times through your offense? Because the ball goes in his hands all the time. And so that's where the Lakers dilemma comes into play. It's not that Julius Randle is this horrible player. He's an above average basketball player. It's just that based on the fact that, based on the market rate, and based on the fact that he's not a bench player right now, and the fact that we're gonna have to spend over $15, $17 million a year to keep him, that's where I see it coming down to a point to where I don't even know if you trade him mid-season, but I don't think that's why the Lakers haven't picked him up right now. That's the dilemma that we're dealing with. So that's my take on Julius Randle. I have nothing against Julius Randle. I like Julius Randle, his energy. I like him to be attacking and things like that. But our squad is so weak right now, we have to start him. He's not a true starter in my opinion. He's not. Yes, he's great, he's good, but you start him on any team, you're gonna be facing issues, and that's what we see on the Lakers squad right now. He's not making anybody better. His IQ is not high in that aspect, and he just goes off of athleticism, his energy, and his ability to beat guys up, and that allows him to score sometimes. But outside of that, there's a lot of things that I don't want as my starting four. So that's my take on Julius Randle. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for commenting, liking, subscribing. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. Talk soon, guys. Peace.